All right. Hey, everybody. We're here with Joe Fernandez, founder of Klout. And we just want to ask you, real quick, where did Klout come about? Not to rhyme or anything, but how'd you get the idea for Klout and what's it all about?
So, 2 years ago, it was actually early 2008, I had jaw surgery, and my jaw was completely wired shut. Even my mom couldn't understand anything I was trying to tell her. And, this was still early in social media, but Twitter really became the only way I could communicate. And I'd been using it before that, but in this circumstance, it really changed the way I felt about it and how crazy it was that everyone that trusted me the most, I could tell them my opinion basically instantly about a movie I saw or some music or a restaurant or whatever it is, and it was going to impact whether they were going to go check out that movie or
right.
And then they would tell me things, and all the data was there. So word of mouth is nothing new, but the data was all there, ready to be measured. And previously, I had started 2 other data companies, one in education and one in real estate, looking at huge amounts of data. But I didn't really personally have a connection with those issues. It was just data problems.
Right.
But now social media, amazing amounts of data being created, but something that affected my own life. And while I was still wired shut, I became basically obsessed with the idea and built the first version of Klout during that time.
Wow, okay. And when you first started it, how did you, without getting into any of the back-end kind of stuff, but how did you figure out, okay, I want it to measure Twitter or what else it might measure? How did you figure out?
So initially, we actually, the very first version, we tried to build on Facebook. I tried to build on Facebook and ran into a million roadblocks because of the way their platform works and privacy and things. And Twitter was more exciting. It's kind of personally, so quickly put my energy into that. And one of the key things I was thinking about was that follower count just it was already not relevant, and people were talking a lot about it, but that if you could find a deeper understanding of how people engage their audience, that it would be interesting. So quickly we were able to show that somebody with 10,000 followers would drive the same amount of average links as somebody with 100 followers if their Klout scores were the same.
Right.
And there's all these things that people do of you follow me, so I follow you, but we don't actually pay attention to each other.
Or interact or anything.
Yeah, and all that stuff was really fake and bothered me, so I was focused on kind of using data to really get beyond that.
Okay, cool. And then I think you said, how many companies are using Klout?
We now have 750 companies using our data from all sorts of things, from hotels where it's in the reservation system, so you check in and they're like, we want to send you to Cirque du Soleil, to call centers where your calls get routed to Hootsuite and Seismic and all the Twitter clients you use every day.
Wow.
So it's really cool.
No idea.
Yeah, it's really crazy seeing all these different people just taking the data and running with it and doing things we never really even thought about.
That's amazing. Okay, so what's next?
The big thing for us is, we're really focusing on the quality of the data.
Okay.
We've ramped up, have a team of PhDs and engineers that are, we really want that score to be predictive, very solid, where somebody with a Klout score of 30 just mentioned my brand. That means I can be assured that I'm going to get this many clicks, this many retweets, this many likes, and have the data to back that up.
It's measurable.
Yeah.
Solid data. That's genius.
And then going, every month we're trying to roll out another network. So we have Facebook and Foursquare and YouTube, and just keep kind of building out from there.
Wow.
So those are the big things we're working on right now.
Okay, cool. Very cool. Well, thank you for taking the time.
No, thank you.
All right. You heard it from the man himself. That's Klout.
Thank you.